Good afternoon, Steve Georgie here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It is June 5th. We are going to start things off. We're going to go through some charts real quick. We're going to go through corn and beans, see what happened here today, what we should be looking forward here this week, and then also take a look at a weather map that the trade is now starting to focus on. But we're going to look at corn here first, and July corn still in this range that we've been in. Inside day on the chart yesterday. Kind of a quieter trade here today as well, but still you're going to find good support here on breaks. This trend line, just as we've got some good resistance up here at the 670 level, and then filling a gap at this 676. So very quiet day overall, lighter volume trade as far as July, but July corn was up a quarter of a cent, with December though pulling back about 10 3/4. So a lot of support today in the July, mostly coming from spreads more than anything. That spread between July and December is now out to about 118.5. So still very strong, good resistance on that spread though, near this 120 level. So we'll see what happens as this spread likes to contract. And it does that in a very fast way once it does. But as of right now, the spread looks pretty good, and that's keeping support in July, while the December ends up pulling back. Here's what's happened over the last few days in December. Outside day down on Monday, followed by some follow-through selling here the last few days. Today, just barely getting into that gap. The gap gets filled at 536 3/4 cents. So still looking for us to get down to that area. Stochastics still pointing lower right now. And then lower highs with lower lows. That's not friendly here at this point. So does look like we could continue to see some pressure out of this December corn. Things do look negative right now, and we'll see if that does continue. But as I mentioned, the spread's pushing that lower. Corn down 10 3/4 cents today for December. Now beans, a very exciting day for beans. We were able to take out that high that we had a few weeks ago, where we kind of failed to close up at those levels, but 1546 3/4, we went to 1549 today, and then settled well off of that. 1532 was a close. We had July beans up 3 1/4 cents though, so just a little bit higher. The trend right now is higher highs, higher lows. We'll see if that does continue, but if we do see a close up above this 1450 area today, 1605 3/4 is the highs that we're probably going to start edging toward. We are very overbought right now, but stochastics still are pointing higher. But the support, a lot of the support coming in, just like corn, from the spreads. July, as I mentioned, up 3 1/4 cents. November, though, down 16 cents. Here's a look at that chart. Okay, kind of that same formation that we've seen for corn, with the lower highs and lower lows now. And so this is kind of a negative, it is a negative pattern. We did dip down below this $13 mark. We did have a high 13.31 the other day. If we do end up taking out some of these support areas, 12.92, but really this 12.77.5 is going to be watched very closely to signal more of a short-term top here if we are seeing a close down below that 77. But something to watch. I know it's a little bit ways away, but you've got to be aware of that here as we go through this. Stochastics have turned. They are pointing down right now. We may see some further selling. That spread between the July and November now is out to $2.32, and that is that's got these, or at least the support for the July, and it's actually pressuring the new crop here this November. A weather map that I do want to show you as well is the 11 to 15 day forecast. The ridge is still present. We had seen this last night, but it's not as strong as it was in the morning, or that the morning maps had suggested. The ridge, though, is still kind of the main driving force behind today's selling. It suggests not only less rain, but also increased temperatures, which, as of right now, we need both. So things have got to dry out a little bit, but we can't see this stay for too long. So the bulls in the market might be using this as more of a friendlier opportunity, but we still, right now, as of Monday, 57% planted for beans. We need to see us pick up that pace rather quick things have to dry out for us. It looks like we're going to have an opportunity here. So we'll see how things go from here, but if you need anything, give us a call, 800-262-7538, or check us out online at allendale-inc.com. Have yourselves a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.